some nerd stuff. It's nice to see you guys. I can see you as you can see me. Don't ask how. This week, like always, it's me, Nathan. And then usually too, we have Trey over here.
It's Trey, the baby.
He's Trey-tastic. It's Trey Day, everybody. King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Just don't say it with the W.
Yeah, we're not going to do that again because I don't like to edit. And then we have Mr. Rodriguez.
Hello, thank you for having me again.
Oh my gosh.
Featuring Dex the dog.
Oh yeah, welcome. Welcome, Dex. The most important person here.
At this point, he's really the mascot.
Jesus Christ. Can we have a quieter mascot?
He should be the logo.
The what?
Make it the logo. Make it happen. I want an animated Dex as the logo.
All right, I guess I'll be going to Fiverr soon because I'm not making it. So thank you for coming back. We hope our 12, 13 subscribers, you guys are actually enjoyed this. We have 13 subscribers.
Really?
We do. No way. But I think he's a subscriber, so.
Am I?
I mean, hey.
I've refused to subscribe because I'm like, I watch it because I edit it. I don't want to count as a view. But anyways, so this week is the week that we wished multiple weeks ago. It's the best way of putting that. That's the best way of putting that. So this week was the Nintendo Direct. Very mediocre stuff, from my opinion, but we're going to get into it. We also have some more Switch news, and we're going to have a few story times this week, which I'm really excited about. Everyone's getting involved. That's how we're doing it this week. I guess to open things up, without spoiling, we're just going to go right on the top. Without spoiling, what was your favorite announcement from the Direct? Without spoiling too much, just the title.
Oh, can I say a specific game?
Yeah, go. Yeah. That's fine. By this time, everyone should know exactly.
Yeah,
you don't know, what are you doing?
Bayonetta 3.
Bayonetta thing. Oh man. And you? Do you know? Do you know what happened on the Nintendo Direct?
Let me pull it up. I watched some videos about it, but it's not in my head. Okay, I have one. That open world Kirby game.
We'll see. I know.
Kirby Odyssey.
Kirby Odyssey.
Kirby Odyssey.
And then, of course, because I'm an old head, the Nintendo 64 stuff. I can't wait. I can't wait to get into it. So first, we're gonna start with the Madden Minute. Take it away, Trey.
Madden Minute. They tried to fix Cover 3, and they broke it more.
I love it.
Which, I mean, I haven't seen. For me, it's working better. But so that's the word on the street, is that they made it even more broken.
I guess this is. I mean, you told me Madden was dead last week.
I have not. Okay. The only thing I've been playing with Madden is I've been playing online leagues again with my boys from Facebook. Today I'm gonna shout out Colin. He's a subscriber. And
hey, Colin. Thank you
Colton,
for subscribing.
I just played Colton. I beat him for the first time. Felt pretty accomplished.
How many times did Colton beat you?
I think 3 over the course of the year and a half I've been playing with these guys.
Oh dang!
So this is my first win against him. I have Lamar Jackson, so it's not really that fair. If we're gonna keep it real, like it's not fair at all. But I don't care. I picked the team. This is the first time I've had a good team in that league.
Is there? So, do you have any 2K updates? I don't know if I have to make this a separate thing or not.
No, 2K has just been still trucking along. The only bad thing that's happened with 2K this week is that people have found out that your VC is worth less this year. So the prices on things are more expensive for the same amount of VC, or like the in-game stuff. So the VC prices are the same. It's still whatever the scale is from last year, the year before that. but what you can do with that VC is less now, and people have figured that out.
I'm sure.
Kind of upset about it.
That's 2K. That's 2K. I'm sure they're not happy. And people figured that out.
Man,
That's like the only thing that's going on with 2K. Other than that, it's still smooth.
Give everybody $1 million 2K bucks or whatever you call them.
Gosh, that would be awful.
so has inflation also hit 2K?
Maybe. I don't know. They're charging $7 for the game. So
They're charging $7 for the game.
$7.
Oh, yeah, because PS5,
yeah.
Xbox Series X.
And to get to an 85 overall, it is $50. Like offer it $50.
No, thank you. This is why I don't play these games.
It just depends, and that's not mandatory. It just depends on how you play. So on 2K, unlike Madden, where it's like you play MUT or you play online, 2K has a lot of different things you can play. Like there's My Team, which is like Ultimate Team, which is like the card-based thing. So you can play that. But even in that, there's a whole bunch of offline stuff that you can do. Like you could do 3v3 versus the CPU, 3v3 versus a person, just regular like ranked head-to-head. And then there's this thing called Domination, which is versus CPU, your team, and it's every single team in the NBA. And obviously the rewards for that are pretty good. You just go through the things. And then there's that, and then that's current day and historic. So there's a lot to get into. Like if you really wanted to play My Team offline, you could. I'm not for it though. I'm not.
He likes to hurt people.
Yeah.
The only way to hurt other people is to play online.
It's just I haven't played My Team like at all this year. There's just not a lot of. It doesn't feel like it's worth it to me this year. Just because it's like all these cards right now, they suck. They're gonna be outdated in like a month, and then that cycle's just gonna keep going. So I'll wait till January or so to start that. But there's My Career, that's what I've been playing the most, and then like the franchise season mode. And the My Career has two things. You can play all your games in the NBA, which is versus the CPU. Again, so you kind of need a good player for that. You kind of don't. There's certain thresholds in the communities that we've like figured out as far as you can get away with. You can do this at this threshold. So there's minimums that you need to get to. But and then there's Park, and there's Rec, and there's Pro-Am. So Park is just like you're playing at the park. Yeah. So it says random.
That's my favorite looking one. Where it's
it says random 3v3, 5v5, 1v1, 2v2, and you're just playing outside. It's just like that. I don't really like Park. It's just not that interesting to me. There's the Rec, which is where I play most of my games, which is pickup ball, like you're at an open gym, and it's 5v5, 5 players versus 5 players, and you just control your player. So there's the Rec. And then there's the Pro-Am, which is like Rec, but up a notch. So the rewards are more. Normally the competition is better. And those, you have to be in teams for that. So you get your team before. And so it's not randoms. It's team versus team at that point. So Pro-Am is pretty cool.
Do you want to put your gamer tags out there? Do you want the heat from the online community?
No, because they don't want to play with me.
I guess find them. Find them in the Rec.
No, here's the problem, because there's two types of people that play Rec. There is the old heads and the TikTok kids, right? So I am an old head. That's how I want to play. And it resembles real life basketball. It's really funny. So the TikTok kids will start there. They're like the AAU kids, right? And so every time they get the ball, they're trying to shoot it. They're trying to score. They're attacking, and it's just like AAU, which is how you get to the NBA these days. It's no longer you go to the best high school you can, this and that. Now it's as long as you're on a good AAU team and you get the exposure, then you're on the track. But it's all about just creating highlights, and just every time you touch the ball, you're trying to score. It's more individual based and less like about the team. And then there's the old heads that like pass the ball, they move without the ball. Like they try to play like real basketball, and that's how I find myself in, because I just want to pass the ball for the most part.
The difference is passing the ball and not passing the ball.
yeah, basically.
Like teamwork.
Yeah, basically. And well, it's more than that. It's like if I'm right here, and let's just say Eric is the defender, and you're standing right here, your defender is gonna come here. But if you were to just move that way, or move this way, across the baseline, now I have all this room to operate because your defender's not right here.
Yeah.
And so the TikTok kids will just be like, pass me the ball, pass me the ball. Like, just move, and then we can run something and get you the ball later. But just
We
like
can run plays.
yeah, exactly. You standing right here is stopping what I'm trying to do with the ball right now.
No disrespect to TikTok
No,
people, because
all the
I might be
disrespect.
posting some TikTok.
No, all the disrespect. If you're on rec, play the game right. You don't have to score. Like, you can't drive to the rim on the rec because centers are really OP.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna make the shot. I played with this guy who drove every time he touched the ball.
That would be me. That would have been me.
We were down by 20 in the first quarter.
Oh man.
I took 3 shots, made 2 of them, so I had 6 points. That's all I have to say. And the game before that, I was on a team with a bunch of old heads, and I had 29 points because I just got open and they passed the ball and I shot it. Like, I have a player who I have a really good 3-point jump shot. That's like the thing that I focused on. And so I would just get the ball wide open and it goes in because I practiced that.
So you're Steph Curry with the shot? Boy.
No. So that's my 2K minute. Pass the ball. If you're on rec, pass the ball and move without the ball.
Or he's coming for
Let's
you.
win.
Or he's coming for you.
Yeah, you're going to hear me on your mic.
Remember this voice. We also there's some. If you're a Halo fan, there's some great Halo news because they're letting some of these nerds play. And I didn't get into the beta because I'm a loser. But Eric, Mr. Big D Rodriguez, he went over to I was gonna say Bungie.
Can you say that on YouTube?
Yeah.
He went to 434 Studios. He's like, I need to play this game, and they said yes, sir. And so you've done the first. How much did you actually get to play of the? Because how many days was it? Is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yes, I think it even goes. Well, what day is it today? I think it even goes to the 29th, if I remember correctly. So it's
because it's like 2 weekend events, right?
Yeah.
It's this weekend and next weekend. So
Yeah.
what did you get to play? Like what modes?
So the test, well, right off the bat, like there are you can download the game and it's through Steam. You download it, you're able to launch it, and they do only have certain time periods. I think it's like from 10 to 2 and 5 to 9 p.m. And outside of those times, you're actually able to play the training mode and like the weapons test modes, and you get to, they're little. Oh, here are some targets, like actual, Halo suit armored guys that are standing and walking around.
What weapons felt similar and what felt different? Because when's the last time you played a Halo game?
It's been a while.
What number?
3's like the most the most I've had experience with and remembering a lot of stuff. I have played 4. I've never played 5.
And Reach.
Yeah. So, it does, like, some of the weapons do feel really similar, like the regular assault rifle, the BR, pistol is very much like Halo 1, where it's
we have
like
OP pistols.
yes. So actually, what's interesting is that all of the weapons have aim down the sights, ADS. So, but it's I don't feel like it's a bad thing. Honestly, it's kind of nice. The way they've implemented it, and like all the weapons that I've tried, they feel good. The assault rifle, I feel like it's a lot more useful than it was back in.
So you don't
3.
have to empty the whole clip and then hit him to hopefully kill him.
Yeah, you could actually kill him and bring down the shields and kill him with one clip, which is nice.
That is nice because that was always, you either had to like throw a grenade down real quick and then hopefully you could hit them and then get like the last 5 bullets and headshot them.
Yeah, it's a lot more accurate. It feels like, which is really nice. BR still usual stuff. Pistol feels great. Like you could really just like get someone out with a single clip. And people are fast. I've seen people just go bang, 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 and just
So do you
you're
think
out.
they've like lowered like how much shield and how much health you have? Does it feel quicker? Because that's what that like a lot of people who don't like Halo, they're like, it takes forever to kill people.
I feel like that's always been such a not great criticism of Halo. There's a strategy to it.
Yeah.
Because you can't just go in alone and expect that you're going to be able to knock everyone out.
You go in alone, and then you end up in a room with 4 enemies, and you're
done. You're done. Like, exactly. Like, this isn't COD where you're able to like just go and then hit markers and then they're down. Like, you really have to know how to get the drop on people or team up with people to be able to knock people out.
You really or flank people, like
Flanking.
all that stuff. Really,
yes,
it really matters in Halo.
Yeah, and the radar, I feel like it's got a lot shorter throw. Like if someone's moving and your radar detects movement, they're a lot closer than I remember them being in like
Yeah,
past
because
games.
you could be like 2 rooms over, or that big. Remember the big map on Reach, which is the bridge.
Yeah.
Like you could send somebody downstairs on one side and be in the middle of the bridge.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's nice. I like the radar more. It's like you're able to detect them, but you have to be a lot quicker to be able to react and say, "Oh crap, I need to prepare for this encounter or something." And so there are, I think, 3 maps. One is like kind of like a training ground kind of area where like, you have like these little people like fake soldiers like standing there for like target practice. And there's also one that's kind of like in a reactor room. And I'm trying to remember. Yeah, and then there's the other one where it's kind of like a town. It kind of reminds me of a Counter-Strike's Go map, like I think it's called Dust, but it's very like dusty looking, like a little town, but it's like all 3 maps I enjoyed. They feel good. Like they're not so large that 4v4 it doesn't feel like you're having spending a lot of time trying to find people.
Yeah.
It's still very like tight maps, so you're gonna be in the fray pretty often.
So this was the 4v4 with humans, right?
Yes.
Or you weren't facing
You
bots?
could actually play a training mode, which is just bots, but that's just for like
Did you try
by
that?
yourself.
Did you try that?
I did try that. And
How'd the AI sing?
they were easy. Like I feel like maybe it was easy on purpose. I didn't see if you could actually change the difficulty on there or not, but it helps you really get a hang of things. Like, okay, here's how it's going to play and stuff. But the the actual battles are, of course, tougher. So you do get to play Team Slayer, 4v4. Just first to, I think it was like 2. I forget how many kills it is, but it felt like it was a good length of matches on that. You also play Capture the Flag, and Strongholds, which is like control points.
Yeah.
I really liked Stronghold because you have to control the point. There's 3 points on each map, and when you control a majority, at least 2 of the points, you start getting points towards the goal. Like I think it's like 200, and it doesn't matter if you have all 3 or just 2. It's still the same tick rate, like point. So like it's good to have all 3 because that's like you're able to do that, but it's not absolutely important. So like if a team has like 3, it doesn't mean like, it's devastating loss.
It's not life or death if you lose one.
Exactly. So like it's good that it makes it easier for people to be able to turn it around, because you're not like, they have all 3, we're done for,
I'm excited,
so it's nice.
bro.
It's good. Yeah, like
I'm
like
gonna play it on Xbox One.
Yeah.
But I'm still excited.
yeah, like
Loser.
it's fine. I'm sure
I
it'll
didn't
run
get none of
great.
that government bread, bruh.
I didn't either.
But Yeah, so that's good. I don't remember what else. Yeah, like everything just felt great.
So
Like
next week is Big Team Battle, right? 16
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it 16-16 or 12-12?
I don't remember, but
It's big. It is
Yeah.
big team. It's not a joke anymore. We're really doing big team. I'm excited. I cannot wait to get into a big team battle on that. Like I'm
Yeah.
so just the Halo can already be chaotic.
Mhm.
And it's just like we're getting more players. Let's throw these vehicles in here. It's just like it's gonna be war. I'm so excited.
yeah, and especially since this playtest hasn't even had any vehicles at all, so like it'll be really interesting.
Oh,
to
they
see
better
how it goes.
have the vehicles on big team. 'Cause
Yeah, I mean, it has
that's
to.
how you get a stress test your servers without major explosions.
Exactly. But yeah, like this, yeah. The net, like, no, I didn't experience any lag whatsoever. Everything was really solid. Yeah, just it was great. There was I did run it the first time. Like, I ran the game, and it was like, okay, matchmaking, 3, 2, 1, go. Game crashed. But to be fair, I didn't update my graphics drivers, and then my PC. I haven't restarted my PC in a while because I usually put it in a hibernate and bring it back up. So I did update the drivers, give it a restart, and then after that, everything
You're
was great.
good to go.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't really. This is like the only game I'm really excited about. So like, do you think like 343? You think they kind of backed away from whatever they were trying to push with Halo and kind of brought it back into more Bungie territory? Not completely, but like. Catering.
Well, like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with 4 and 5, so
yeah.
I can't say exactly what changes they made. But from the sounds of it, people are really enjoying it, and I feel like that might be why, is because they kind of stepped back and said, okay, what makes Halo a lot of fun? What made it a lot of fun?
Dude, 5. That was Guardians.
Yeah, Guardians.
That one was wild because it was like it was way squad based. But you play as 2 different squads because Master Chief was the bad guy. Because on the 5th entry, he becomes the bad guy because that's what would happen. But anyways, it was really, really story driven. It was weird. I only played through like half of it.
Is that the one where you had to read like all the books and stuff to get the full story or whatever?
Oh well, maybe that's why I didn't understand because I didn't read the books.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't gonna happen.
Oh, another thing on the on Halo, they do have like secondary little like tools that you can use. Like there's a shield, like a wall shield that you could drop, but it's not like overpowerful. Like you can shoot out the little panels that it has really quickly. So it's like it'll provide some very temporary cover. So it's good. It's a good balance.
It's not as overpowering as that.
As the bubble shield. Yeah. Oh my god, that was so
The
frustrating.
bubble shield was when a newbie used the bubble shield. They felt like a god. All you had to do was run and throw a grenade, and then it was a ball of death.
Yeah.
It was like the explosion was just self-contained.
That would be me.
Yeah, and then they also have like a repulsor kind of like tool. It could push an enemy away from you really quickly.
Do they have that Spider-Man thing on there? Is there a thing on there?
I was gonna say like this. So there is a grappling hook. That's actually pretty fun. It's like when you get a handle of it, it's like, oh, okay, you can get yourself up to a ledge, and then you're able to climber up.
Get out of there.
You see?
Keep going.
Yeah, the grappling hooks, it's nice because you can really get yourself to somewhere higher way quicker than having to find your way like how you usually would. So that's a lot of fun. And luckily it's limited to a certain amount of uses, so it's not like you're swinging around everywhere all the time. So you have to use them wisely.
I can't get them, so
Hey,
you might just hear a dog the whole
they
time.
stole that from
Sorry,
Fortnite. Fortnite's had grappling hooks for years. They stole it from Fortnite.
Oh, well, Fortnite steals from everybody else, so full circle.
Well, yeah.
So next topic, and I apologize if everyone hears the dog. I can't stop him. He's his own entity, and he's crying because he thinks that his ball's underneath there.
Oh.
Well, is it?
I don't know. He pushed it under there, I think. This is like an attention thing. I don't have a backup. I don't have a contingency plan for that.
Does he have another toy?
He won't go for it.
No.
I guess. Do I guess I have to pause?
He's right here.
Get it and go.
Okay. And now I have to edit. Okay. So second, we're gonna get in next. We're gonna get into the Nintendo Direct, and this is like the big thing of the week, and I'm really, really excited. No, I'm not that excited. I'm halfway excited. So we're gonna go by each thing one by one, and then we'll talk about how we feel, if we even care. I don't care about a lot of these, but anyways. So we have Demetrius's favorite, Kirby Odyssey, The Forgotten Land. I don't know if all the humans died. How come in Nintendo games all the humans are dead?
That's what they want the future to be.
I mean, it's kind of it's what we're headed towards. So
Okay, so now we're gonna get into the Nintendo Direct, which was okay. I'll give it credit. It was okay. It was like a B plus. There's just not a lot of things that I was super excited about. So first, we're gonna get into the Kirby and the Forgotten Land. That's exciting that they're finally gonna do something different with Kirby. I really didn't care about that. What was it? What was it? The one that they just did? That was a free to play one.
the four player free to play. Yeah, it was like really really quick.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, like a lot of Kirby games are like kind of they're very like open short and very open to like all players.
Yeah.
So like
Just say they're for kids.
the skill level's not
That's
there.
when I loved Kirby when I was a kid, because one of my first games I had on Super Nintendo was Kirby Superstars, and I went through every game on that, and I thought it was amazing. And then now it's just like there's not the difficult. I feel like that game was way more difficult than Kirby games of late.
Yeah.
But
That's just because you were 8 when you played it.
I was young.
I
But
did play Canvas Curse on the 3D or no the DS, and that was a lot of fun.
was that the
different.
drawing one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That was a different one though.
Yeah, they always do a good. They always try to do a different gimmick with him, which he's a good vessel for gimmicks.
Yeah.
But I just hope he gets a good game. I really want to play this one. I do hope there's more to what they showed.
Usually with Nintendo trailers they do, because like when they first kind of show it or tease or whatever, they're like, oh yeah, this is the game, here's what it looks like, blah blah blah, and then the next round they just show like a trailer that like
yeah.
this is what it's about. Like my favorite example of this was I think it was Super Mario 3D World. It was either that or something else. Yeah, 3D World.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, the first trailer they were showing like, oh hey, you're playing as this is like Super Mario 3D Land on 3DS, but it's 4-player, and you all get to go around and play the same game. Oh,
Isn't
cool.
that fun?
Isn't that fun? And it was just like, okay, that's kind of like that cool. But then the next trailer, they show you, oh, here's all the power-ups. You get to be a cat. Here's the
Who doesn't love cats?
Who doesn't love cats? Here's the double cherry. Here's like all the style that this is going into, and it's like, oh my god, this looks way better.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for this one. I wonder how far they're
Yeah.
into development on that.
This Kirby game looks just like Odyssey.
It really does.
Like the mechanics.
But
like,
Odyssey was great. So you're gonna copy another game style.
I just watched the little trailer they put on in this link, and yeah, it is Odyssey Part 2.
Yeah.
We don't need a sequel now.
And then, like with Odyssey too, like they showed the first trailer for that. It was like, oh yeah, Mario's in like a city, New Donk City, and it's like, oh, that's cool. He's like, in different things. But then the next trailer, he copies people with his hat.
Oh, and by the way, there's a T-Rex. I remember that trailer.
He copies people's abilities by incorporating their body, possessing their body. He possessed a human being. What is going on?
I thought Mario was human.
Yeah.
So the next thing that they dropped was the Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, and I was just like, why didn't they just call it Sunrise?
Because they already have Super Mario Sunrise.
The Sunshine. Good try.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Good try.
Sunrise,
I don't care about this
Sunshine.
game because I don't play Monster Hunter. I'm not good at it.
Yeah, neither am I, but I'm sure there's people that are like very excited.
I think this game sold really, really well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of excited people. I'm old. I don't want to learn a new game.
It's time to get those monsties.
When I was in college, the 3DS one, all my friends were playing it. They're like, you go play it.
Oh,
And I was just like, Smash Brothers is coming out. Let's all play that. And then that's what happened.
The next game is the best game on there.
Oh, I'm okay. This is a love-hate situation with Nintendo. Like, okay, so Mario Party Superstars. This is everything I wanted Super Mario Party. And you made me buy this $60 game and with no content. And I got so bored. I played all the mini games within 3 times of playing it, and it wasn't that impressive. Get the things out of a jar. Like, I was so upset. Well, now they're doing this one, so now I have to buy the second one because it's all the things I wanted from.
Well, it'll be more fun.
Yeah, but I wanted that last $50 to be fun.
Admittedly, I am glad they realized, oh wow, people want to play this online, so they're gonna make it all online.
I don't know. You seen when they added online support to the other one? It's
that
like,
was the most wildest thing.
You tricky motherfuckers!
Like,
I know you're just testing.
Nowhere.
I know you're testing this for the next one. I knew it.
That's so funny. It's so funny. Like that game didn't even receive any updates. It was 1.0 for the longest time, and I mean, kudos, because like most games don't come out and work consistently like that without having to get a patch. Like it was solidly built, but they didn't release any updates to it. No extra maps or boards or
nothing.
Games.
No.
And
that seems like that's the worst part, because that's in this era. You should come out with a Mario Party game and give me like DLC, like 22 games every DLC. Like, I would love that. And then by the end of it, you have like 200 games or 250. That would be the most perfect. They're not going to do that, but that's what I wish they would do.
Yeah, sometimes it's one of those things of Nintendo being such a conservative company.
Isn't that an easy way to make more money? All you're doing is just making, or just keep reusing the old games, the good ones. There's 10 Mario Party games.
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if it's something with they don't have the resources to say, okay, let's keep making all these some extra content for this game, or if it's it's just that they make the game and then that closes that chapter. They're like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
Unless
it's Smash Brothers, then we carry it for 3 years.
Well, admittedly, that is like Bandai Namco, and that is just they know they make they're used to this.
Yeah. Does Bandai Namco do Tekken?
Yes.
Because then they come out with a Tekken with like that was almost free, but then they just keep coming out with. Oh no, that was Dead or Alive. They came out with a Dead or Alive that was free. It came with 3 characters, and they charged for every character.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
So I'm excited. I'm gonna probably buy it, and I can't wait to play it because it's just a bunch of Nintendo 64 goodness.
Yeah, that was like. Though at times I do feel like there is like a little bit of rose tinted glasses with those games, because like some of them were some of that could get really frustrating.
None of the games where we all didn't use the controller right. So Nintendo 64, there was mini games where you had to spin the joystick, and every kid grabbed it and with the palm of their hand and did it as fast as they could, and we all got like blisters and we destroyed the joysticks.
Dude,
I think it even says not to do that.
Just the worst, the absolute worst.
Blisters. There's a whole generation of kids with blisters with the palm of their hands.
Yeah, my generation is better.
So those games will probably not be there, or they'll be repurposed.
Maybe they change them to like button mashing.
Yeah, I remember the Boo one. Or was it where Boo was coming after you from behind you, and you had to keep the light on, and you were
yeah.
Okay.
I think they'll keep them. It'll make their Joy-Con drift problem more, so that way they can get them more. They can get them like replaced and
Yeah, the Joy-Con's already broken, so.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're gonna go. They would go through them so much faster. It would be terrible.
So the next game is a game only a small amount of people care about. The Voice of Cards. This is like, I don't understand why we keep taking a tabletop game and then making it digital. The whole point of playing a tabletop game is you're with people at a table.
Let's just play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Admittedly, it does like have some names behind it, like Yoko Taro of Nier Automata. So I mean, like, there is.
I'm sure it'll be good. I just don't know who it's for.
I'm surprised by like the amount of people that like a lot of the kinds of like indie games and stuff that come out, that there's support behind it.
Mm-hmm.
There's
a crowd.
There's a crowd.
But I don't. I mean, if it came out and it was like this is the best game ever, I would play it. Especially if it was on sale for like $15.
Yeah, maybe the price of it is low too. That'll help with getting a lot of support for it.
We'll see. I doubt it, but we'll see. So the next one's Disco Elysium, the final cut. I've never played. This is a final cut, so this has already came out,
Yes,
but just not on Switch.
I believe so.
So I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it, but never played it
Yeah,
myself.
this is a weird name though. I was like Disco Elysium.
Yeah.
Are we partying in like a madhouse? What's going on? Anyways, the next thing is the.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
All right, pause the video here. Take a break because we're about to talk about this for hours.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you had so many opinions about this.
I'm sure you will.
I don't know. No, so it's Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass, which I still haven't bought Hyrule Warriors, but I did love the first Hyrule Warriors, not the second one. I haven't bought the second one, which is just so much content in that game. You can't even keep playing it anymore. Once I got to the boards, and like, have you done the boards yet on any of those games? It's just like a map, a 16-bit map of each game, and you have to go like square to square, and you have to fight things, and then you have to use items, and it's too much. It's just too much. But I really want to play Hyrule Warriors.
Age of Calamity.
Age of Calamity before the story, because it's supposed to intertwine with the actual Breath of the Wild story.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm missing out on that, but I don't know. What do you think?
There's only so much time.
Yeah, I can't. It's like it's such a massive game. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, can I do this? I played the demo and I was like, the mechanics are a little different from the first one,
Honestly, I feel like they're an improvement from the first one.
and I wasn't used to them, so I was like, I don't know what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
they really. I feel like it's simplified in the best way, like as opposed to how it was in the first Hyrule Warriors. Like, okay, these are like the little items that you have. These are the special elemental abilities that you have. Here's all the stuff for the Sheikah Slate. Yeah, it's good.
Technically, this is like the fourth time they've tried to do this, and every time they've improved it. Because I didn't play it on the Wii U, and then it came to 3DS.
Yeah.
And then I played on the 3DS, and I thought it was great. People didn't like it. I thought it was amazing. And apparently, that was the first one where you could switch between players. You couldn't switch between people in the first one.
Really?
Yeah, like, how does that work? How do you even play that game without doing that?
Yeah, what the heck?
And then Switch, it just got better, and they added more stuff. So I think eventually I'll get to this, just because I like the world of Breath of the Wild. It's really exciting, and every time they show the chick who's real old, from the little old scientist chick, and they show her young, and
Oh yeah.
I'm like, there she is. Oh my God, there she is. So the next one is
Mario Kart 9.
Mario Kart 9 Final
Yes.
Fantasy Edition.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't have just done monsters. Just give us like Squall and Cloud and Titus and Carts, and just come on. Why just Chocobos? Or did they? Because I don't know all the people. Is like Ifrit and Shiva and like, are any of them in Carts? Because that would be great.
I don't know. I remember seeing those Chocobos.
Yeah, that's the only one that they showed. But I either need an array of monsters or actual characters from the game. Because why not? If you're gonna do this, just do it right.
Yeah. They're like Square Enix was saying, wait, Mario Kart 8 made how much?
They're still selling it. It's still the
It's
top
still-
game.
Is
They're
this
like,
why
well,
they're not making a 9?
Sega tried it, so let's try it too.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the Sega one, when I was on PC, and I can't remember what the last one was called, Sonic Team Racing something.
All-Star.
Yeah,
So
that game was a great substitute.
Transform, was it?
Oh yeah, Transform. That was a
Yeah.
great substitute for Mario Kart. That was we played that a lot of hours of that. It was
That was fun.
That was a really fun game. For the people who are still playing Animal Crossing, which I don't know who is, are you still playing? You?
No.
Oh, nobody here.
I saw it a while back. Like, once I got to the credits, I was like, okay, I'm good.
And plus, the word on the street is the cell phone game actually gets all the updates, and not the Switch game. That's what I hear. That the cell phone game gets more updates than the actual Switch game.
I mean, it feels like the Switch one gets like seasonal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's every season there's like new a new update release. And
Did they get the Zelda stuff? Did they get any Zelda stuff?
no, I think they did get Mario stuff, but not Zelda stuff. Yeah, I feel like
Nintendo doesn't care about Zelda.
They don't.
What?
It doesn't seem. Apparently not.
coronavirus, man, it really screwed up so much. It sucks.
It's just.
Zelda deserves this.
I deserve so many more Nintendo. Let me buy these games. Just let me buy them.
We might get Amiibo. Who knows?
I don't want.
Hell, even
another
Metroid
Amiibo.
got
I'm
some
over-
Amiibo.
I can't. I'm not you. I'm not. I have one Amiibo, and you bought it for me. The next game is. Oh, I lost my spot.
Oh, but Animal Crossing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Time
yeah.
to get our caffeine fix, baby.
I want to care, but I'm not gonna. It's
Care
too much.
Zero.
It's just. I can only play so many games, and I'm still playing Hades.
There you go.
What's the next one? Because my screen.
Mario Golf Super Rush.
Oh yeah.
Didn't they just come out with the Mario Golf game?
This is an
It
update
is. This
for
is the
that.
same one. It's just an update.
Oh, okay.
Some
Which-
courses and a character.
Which is the same thing that's been happening with Mario. Is it's a half a game, the sports games, because I heard tennis was the same way, and they did support it for like a year or two.
Yeah,
Tennis.
they did add more and more characters in.
So it's like, if that's what I mean, if you really want to play a Mario sports game, that's what
Yeah.
you're not. What if they should do football, right? They should just do a Madden.
No, they should do a NBA.
They
They should do a basketball game like NBA Jam.
they did
like
do 3-on-3 on Switch, right? Or
This-
not Switch, on Wii.
The same like mechanics they do with like the tennis games where it's like super over the top and
Mhm.
everything. Just do it, Nintendo, and it'll be great.
I want. What was it? Was like an EA Sports Big title.
Oh, Streets 3, and they added
The
Mario.
NBA. Was it NBA Streets?
Yeah, NBA
and then they had
Streets.
Mario, Luigi, and Peach. That was the
And they were dunking and everything. It was crazy.
dude. They were putting Mario, Luigi, and Peach into like so many sports games. Like
They may have even been in the Streets NFL game on the GameCube, because it was the GameCube thing. Back in the day, they used to add special characters. Oh, I guess they do it now,
they
like,
put
like
them in,
Spider-Man and Avengers.
What game? Like I think they were in SSX Tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
that takes me
wild.
back.
Yeah.
Oh my
and then
gosh.
Link being in Soul Calibur 4. I think
That
it
was one of the
That was
best
so
characters.
great.
The
Oh
other,
my
it was
gosh.
like no one cared about the other ones because it was the dude from Tekken and Spawn.
I think it was
Whoa.
Heihachi and Spawn.
Yeah, who cares? Spawn.
And then like Link showed up, and then that's the title that sold a lot.
just based off that extra character, it came out on all three systems and the
And
GameCube
it was
one.
it was a great addition. It made sense.
I mean, now I don't think they've caught that. The Soul Calibur 4 did have Yoda, Starkiller, and Vader. That was
Oh, okay,
pretty
so
cool.
that was for Soul Calibur 3 is what I'm thinking of. Though.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one was kind of cool, but I mean, because they have lightsabers.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like to hit things with lightsaber?
It just don't make sense because like all these other characters are like, oh no, my blade melted.
I know. There's like that. There's like the dude with the nunchucks. What is it gonna do to a lightsaber? The next one, my favorite game, Disney World, Disney Magical World 2. I didn't know there was a 1.
I already pre-ordered it.
You're like, I don't know. What is this? This is like a me versus Disney version.
Do you know what I love? Like people saw this, like just saw Mickey and like Disney stuff, and they're like, Kingdom Hearts. Oh.
That's the game that they should have
Terrible.
been. I would, I don't want to say that out loud, that I would buy Kingdom Hearts again, because I own it on multiple generations of PlayStation, and I don't even know how many hours. Probably, like if I played WoW, like that's how many hours I put in that game. Next one is Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. I think I need to play this one because I missed it.
Fair.
So then I can be ready for that update or the remake, which will come
who
in
needs
years.
a remake when you got this?
I want that remake. I want that shiny remake.
Okay.
And then, so this was I think this next announcement, the Dying Light 2 one, I feel like they messed it up because they announced Dying Light 2 and then 1, and then 2's on a cloud version and 1's not. And when I watched it, I was like, wait, what? What's happening with that? Are they both cloud version? Like, I don't know. When I was live in the moment, I was like, I don't think they marketed that well.
No, yeah.
I feel like they should have showed one, the premium one. It's coming. It's going to be on a card.
Well, they've done this before where they're like, oh hey, we got this game 2, like the sequel, by the way, if you haven't caught up, here's the first one.
But that's not how they just like, I don't know. It was clunky. That part was clunky.
Yeah, like they did this with Deadly Premonition. They were like, oh yeah, there's a sequel? What the heck? By the way, here's the first one, Deadly Premonition Origins, so you can catch up. And I feel like they did that one very well. This one, because of the whole cloud version being the second one and the first one not, that got confusing.
And I don't know about you guys. I'll never buy a cloud version of a Switch game. Never. I see, and this always brings up this like weird thing about ownership and stuff, because I buy most of my, especially Switch stuff, digital. And that doesn't seem that egregious to me, because I guess because the data is downloaded to my device.
Yeah.
But the idea of buying into something that you don't own, that you don't download, and that only works until they decide the servers are done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I couldn't adopt Stadia. I tried. I got like a free few months in the controller. They sent it to me, and they tried to get me to buy stuff because they gave me like $20, but everything was like 21, and I couldn't do it. I was like, I don't own it. What do I own?
Yeah, what recourse do you have if that service ever stops?
And Google abandons everything all the time.
Yeah, there's no faith.
So I don't know. I tested, because they do demos usually when these cloud games come out of Control. It ran well, but I have a lot of people playing online at my house all the time. So it's like, am I going to be playing a regular? This is my same issue with PlayStation Now. I accidentally bought it again because I wanted to play Metal Gear, but they're not downloadable. The older ones.
They're streaming. Over.
Yeah. What am I going to stream? Metal Gear Solid 3? No, I'm not going to. Make it downloadable. I will continue to buy your service. Let me download all the retro games. You can do it. They're on the market. Just let me do it. I don't understand what these weird things where you can only download some of the titles. This is why you're getting beat by Xbox. That's why I said it, and that's what's happening.
Ooh.
Does anybody else have anything to say about Dying Light?
No,
Do you care about Dying Light? I own it. I've owned it on multiple systems and still haven't beat it.
Oh.
And I keep buying it.
You're gonna buy this.
I might buy this one if it's on sale. If it's $10, what am I gonna say? I bought the BioShock. I played it for 15 minutes. I bought the whole trilogy because it was on sale. And I own it on Steam, the whole trilogy as well.
It do be like this
and
sometimes.
the remasters.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a sucker. The next game is Triangle Strategy. These games, this 2.5 stuff, they look beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm just getting bored. I just get bored with those games.
I've heard with Octopath Traveler, it gets grindy. It's possible that they maybe have learned from that, especially with this one. That apparently they did run a demo of it and they did take feedback on it. So it's very possible that they are willing to learn and listen from the player base and make a better product. So it would be nice to see if that does happen.
Yeah, RPGs really have to grab me really fast. Because if I'm in an hour and I'm like, I've just been reading text, because I'm like, I could just read a book. What am I doing? I'm just pushing this avatar to different places and just talking to everybody. It's just usually I don't know, because I love I love Final Fantasy VIII. That's one of my favorite Final Fantasies, and I like 10. And I just replayed 8 not too long ago, so I can play RPGs. I just don't know why. Sometimes if it doesn't grab me real fast, or if I thought the characters are stupid, it makes me feel bad, because I know that. Oh, Chrono Trigger! I love Chrono Trigger. I don't know. Have you played it?
No.
Oh my god!
I know.
It's like if you play it now, it will not make any sense that this game was made in 1994. That's how I felt when I replayed it. I'm like, how is this an old game? Anyways, do you care about Triangle Strategy? I bet you don't.
Not at all.
Is there basketball in it? And now we get to I think it's going to be one of the greatest games this year on Switch, the Metroid Dread. It just hits all the boxes. It looks so exciting. This going back and forth with these little cinematics, and they're chasing you. Oh, I can't wait to be terrified.
Yeah, it's nice. It looks like it's really scratching an itch that Metroid Prime would, with like all the cinematics that we're seeing, a lot of like more story stuff. So yeah, like And then, but it's still a 2D Metroid, which people are still have been wanting for a while,
Yes.
like something that's like fully fleshed out in its own original thing. Yeah. This looks like it's going to be very, very good.
It's you know what the funny thing about Metroid is you're always fighting the same pirates.
Yeah.
Because like they don't die. I don't understand. You've been facing. Well, how do you say her name again? The dragon.
Ridley?
Yeah, every game, you don't kill her. She survives. I don't understand how that. And it looks like on this one, they're caught there or they're running experiments because that one that it showed is chained up.
Yep.
I was like, oh man, here we go. We're back.
Mm-hmm. Back in the saddle.
You need to play a Metroid game. I know you haven't.
Who's Metroid?
Why doesn't Metroid crawl?
Wait, why can't you play with Zelda? I thought that was the whole point.
The Legend of Metroid?
Yes.
Do you think there's people who play or who see somebody play Metroid and be like, that girl's name is Metroid?
Yeah.
All I'm saying is Luigi's Mansion, you play as Luigi. Every Mario game, you play as Mario. And then you have Metroid and Zelda. Like,
It is.
be consistent.
It doesn't make sense.
Why are you naming this character after someone who's not even part of what's going on?
Why is
here?
The Legend of Zelda all about this kid that did everything for Zelda?
Yeah, like why isn't Link's Adventure?
They were really playing fast and loose with a lot of stuff back in the
Yeah, this
80s
is the
and
80s.
90s.
A lot of cocaine.
I mean, I wouldn't have said
80s.
drugs, but okay.
A lot of cocaine. There's a lot of cocaine in the 80s.
There's a lot of cocaine now.
Quaaludes.
Quaaludes. I'm on a Quaalude right now. So, and then this is what we've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for. It was like, I've never been so happy, but they get crushed at the same time with this. So we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch Online plus the expansion pack because Nintendo 64 expansion pack is coming.
I gotta admit, aside from the fact that we are having to pay more for this, I do love the name expansion pack.
I will pay more. Please, let me pay more.
It is nice though, like if they are like, it is something that you have to pay for to be able to play those games. At least it's optional.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just like, by the way, we're bumping up our prices. It's
I don't think I would have cared. It's $20 a year.
And yeah, I mean, it depends on how you feel. Like the online service itself, I mean,
It does suck.
It's not the best, but I mean, it is cheap.
But I'm an idiot because I pay for Gold plus Ultimate, and I don't even play online.
So this is right up your alley.
This is right up my alley. I'm here to overpay. And there's like the lineup looks cool. This is the nice I'm into Dr. Mario and all this. I'm really excited. Not only that, they showed some future games. That's cool. I'm all about this. This is really exciting.
Yeah, they're showing like they're thinking ahead and
Yeah.
saying like, yeah, we're going to continue adding more.
We're not gonna add Paperboy to it.
Hey,
Paperboy was kind of good.
Paperboy is great.
It's just a polygon mess.
Well,
It's great. It is great. I should talk about Paperboy. The controller, exciting.
Yes.
$50 seems like a lot.
yeah,
I was like, wow, that seems extra.
yeah.
$50.
I wonder if it's because it's such a weird controller.
Yeah, because
But no, actually, no, and even then, like the N64 is like whatever. The Genesis controller, that'd be $50.
this slap in the face. We're getting Genesis instead of the Game Boy, which that's what I wanted. What a weird circle we're in.
So what I've heard is that Game Boy and Game Boy Color are coming.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I
just
heard,
that
too.
it's just that that's going to be part of the base service, and I feel like it's more of a messaging thing. Hey, let's get everyone hyped about Nintendo 64 and Genesis with the expansion pack and get them on board on that. And then once they're on board, by the way, as a part of the regular service, here's Game Boy and Game Boy Color.
Oh, that's cool.
Because like they don't want to be like, oh hey, Game Boy and Game Boy Color, and then like people will say,
Well, why isn't the Nintendo 64 extra or whatever?
and not so much that. It's more of like, well, I have all this I need to play now. I mean, I might as well not get the expansion pack until I'm ready for the N64 stuff. That's kind of how I'm thinking it.
I really wish they shadow dropped it. Like I wish it was out like the fact that we're waiting until the end of October. I'm like, I've already waited 3 years.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Yeah, but the Genesis one, I'm not excited about the Genesis stuff. It's going to be interesting. Well, it's not interesting because you could already play most of those games.
Yeah.
I think there's a few Sega collection things.
Yeah, I have heard that they will add even more than what the collections have. But I mean, it remains to be seen.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, Echo the Dolphin, cool. I don't know. And then, how about this? I think Europe and Japan are getting the 6-button controller, and we're getting the 3.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be
We're just not as cool as them.
and you're going to put fighting games on this service, I need 6 buttons. What are we doing? Give me the option. It was like, you're going to make me pay $50 and not give me the 6-button option? I'm not happy about that.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know why they went with a 3-button option only.
Oh, hi.
So-
He knows I'm upset. Oh, thank you. He's all like, don't be mad about 3 buttons. I don't got nothing for you. So I can't wait till that comes out. I don't know. So as a younger gamer, because you're a baby, how do you care about the Nintendo 64? Are you gonna play Mario Kart 64?
Not at all. It's all pixelated. It's all I can like the same thing, and I can tell you why. Same thing happened to me on the 3D All Stars. I was like, oh, I should probably play these in chronological order. I opened up Mario 64, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not playing this.
Oh, you're missing out. This is the basis of
I'm not playing this. I explored the castle a little bit. I don't even think I ever talked to like, you know how there's like the open world and then you have to start the sequence. I don't even think I ever started the sequence. I think I just like ran around and I was like, yeah. What else can I do on Odyssey?
So disrespectful.
Dang.
You asked.
I know. It's your opinion. It's still disrespectful.
I'm more.
I mean,
I would be more excited
it's
about
just
the prospect of the Game Boy stuff coming on.
It's one of those things where you can't force people to play games that were made before their time.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I can't play original Legend of Zelda. I can't do it. I've tried a few times. It's too hard. And people get real upset, those old heads.
Yeah.
They get really upset. It's not hard. It's not hard. Yeah, it is, bro. I played a lot of Zelda games, and that first one, you just dropped, and you're like, where do I go?
Yeah.
And I don't have the little map that came with it.
Like,
That's
you
how I
can't move
thought about
diagonally.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
That's just, you just don't like those kind of games.
Yeah, facts.
I think that's just it. But okay, and then I'm gonna really skip past Shadowrun unless you care about it. Shadowrun trilogy. I was like, what? No. The Castlevania Advance Collection. That's a little interesting. I might pick it up. It's only $20,
Yeah, it's not bad.
and those games were not too bad.
Yeah.
So I think I might end up getting that. Have you played any Castlevania games before? They're kind of difficult a little bit. I mean, it just depends on your level. I have more fun with Metro games than Castlevania games. So, but I don't know.
I played I think it was Aria of Shadows on DS, and I really enjoyed that.
Well, that one's not on here.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
They added that one on there?
Yeah, pretty sure I saw
What
it
do they
too.
do about the split screen situation? They just
If I remember correctly, I think that was more just like a map and maybe inventory stuff.
Oh, okay.
So
they just added
I'm sure they
that.
got around that.
And then this weird one. How do you even say this?
ActRaiser.
ActRaiser Renaissance, which is a remake of a Super Nintendo game.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it anyways.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, "What? ActRaiser?" Like that one got some surprises.
Thanks, Nintendo.
They've been making a lot of they're just
And
bringing
this
back
is
a
on
lot
a
of stuff.
direct. I was like, what?
Yeah, like Jedi Knight Academy.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere, like sure.
I'm asking for other things, but I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with that. And then I thought this was Undertale. I thought the next game that came out, is it part of the Undertale series?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know, like I've never really played them.
I haven't played them either.
But it's because like there's Undertale and then now there's Deltarune.
Yeah, I see the lore because I'm on YouTube about these games, but
Also, isn't it like a what's it called, an anagram of Undertale, Deltarune?
oh, is it? I don't know. I'm not smart. This is a nerd podcast, but this is an intelligence podcast. Go hit up Joe Rogan for an intelligent podcast.
Oh yes.
I just wanted to. I looked right into your eyes and said it because I wanted to see you just. Aaron doesn't really get mad. Some things make him really pissed off. And then the weird controversy. Sometimes nerd controversy shocks me. Yeah. And this whole casting for the Mario movie. Okay, everyone's so upset with Chris Pratt because he's gonna get a check. Like,
I kind of understand it because like Chris Pratt, I don't know. I don't see it.
I think people are gonna be really disappointed because I think they're just expecting like the voice of Mario to like run a whole movie, and I don't think that's realistic.
No, not at all. But I feel like for me, in my head, I see Chris Pratt as way too serious.
What?
I know what you're saying because you were introduced to him before I was, right? But I think about the other movies he's played in this kind of same thing, Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, I guess. The
Jurassic
obviously
World
Galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Like he's been a lot more like serious action hero roles, and so I guess it is harder for people to be like, oh, this is a Mario game.
He used to be fat, so it's perfect.
I think it's more of the direction the movie is gonna go in with Chris Pratt getting the role more than it is about him having the role.
I think people need to understand that Nintendo's trying to make money and they want a Minions movie. That's what they want. They want something that's going to spawn sequels and is going to make them $1 billion. So they're not going to make a game into a movie. They're going to take the property and turn it into some type of DreamWorks situation. It's just what's going to happen. I don't know what people expect.
At the same time, for that, what you just said, all these other castings make sense except for Chris Pratt.
I mean, I don't dislike Chris Pratt. He's not my favorite Chris.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought like Seth Rogen being Donkey Kong. I was like, oh, we're gonna have a stoner voice Donkey Kong. Like I thought that was a more funny decision. Like
yeah.
And,
I mean,
okay.
So like with Chris Pratt being cast, I've seen a lot of it. A lot of people not liking him being cast because of like his personal beliefs and you know, things of that nature.
People get so crazy.
I mean, I get it. Like he's like, you know, having the words like homophobic and all that thrown around. I mean, I get it. But another thing is that it seems like all the casting for the characters have been like sort of like, oh, this is gonna be a silly movie.
Yeah.
But then like Chris Pratt is he's very, I don't know. He just.
Have you watched Community? He just had a comedic role in that. And he was hilarious in that.
Parks and Rec.
Or Parks and Rec. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
that's what I thought too.
He's done animated work before, like in the Lego Movie.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Hear me out.
I love the Lego movie.
Is it too late to call Kevin Hart?
Bowser, what are you doing?
Yeah. Exactly.
I come over here to come to my castle, come to Peach's castle, and you know what? I was gonna say the word. I don't think I should. This guy stole my princess, and I said, "What?" That's the movie you
like. Yeah, think about it. Think about this. You have Jack Black as Bowser.
I think that's gonna be great.
You have Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, and then you have Chris Pratt.
I don't.
Can we get a comedian? If this is the direction you guys are going in, why are we getting someone who's only made action roles for like the past
Justin
10
Timberlake,
years?
he was in the Trolls movies, and those movies are fine. What's his name? Not Will Arnett. Was it Will Arnett that played Batman?
Yes.
That was amazing. And I think it's going to be okay. Nintendo's not going to do another a fail. This has been 20 years in the making since the last Mario movie. They're not going to let this one go.
Who was Toad again?
Keegan
Yeah, him. See, like they're all comedians, and then there's Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Charlie Day as Luigi.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like
this is gonna be the wildest movie.
I can because Charlie Day does like paranoid and scared already on Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So that's all I heard was like lines from Sunny coming out of Luigi's mouth, and I was like, oh my god.
all I'm saying is get him and to do a spinoff, a Luigi's Mansion game. so he can like act that. That would be great. Make it happen.
I promise you, if this does well, there's going to be a Super Smash Brothers movie one day. They're going to keep pushing these. If they keep pushing these, there's going to be a Super Smash Brothers movie.
I'm not ready for that.
And that's going to be great. And then Kirby will be the last one standing. I promise you, it's going to be great.
The chosen child, yes, of course.
Yeah.
And you don't even need a voice actor for him. All he needs to say is Pollo. That's it.
So the last thing that we're going to talk about is the Bayonetta 3. I'm really
Wait.
Oh, wait, we have another one?
Let us not skip Splatoon 3.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Because I really don't care about Splatoon.
I really appreciate Splatoon because it's one of Nintendo's newest IP, and they have like such a cool style to it.
Yeah.
And the gameplay's fun.
The game looks good. I remember we talked about this when I first got my Switch like 2 years ago. I was like, is it too late for me to jump into this?
No.
And I was so nervous and I just didn't do it. I was like, I just not. And I think maybe 3 will be a good jumping point for a lot of new people.
Yeah.
Just because it looks fun. People are really into it. I get nervous.
That's fair.
But I'm excited. Return of the humanoids. So humans are coming back.
Yeah. So in the whole canon universe of these games, you're playing as squids and octopuses that also can transform into kind of humanoid beings. But like you're clearly living in a post-apocalyptic, like all the humans are
They don't
dead.
talk about it directly, right?
Yeah, essentially, it's like they kind of allude to like, oh yeah, this is you're living in these ruins that mimic such and such, and it's clearly like all the humans are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even in this direct, they said like what, like, you know, now that like maybe you'll unravel the mystery of why all the mammals except for 2 cats are no longer on Earth.
I like hearing the lore. I think I've watched like videos on people talking about the lore. I like the lore. The look, of course, is good. I guess I need to dip my toe.
Yeah.
I think it's time. So, are you gonna play Splatoon 3?
We'll see if I find my Switch.
If you find, because you're gonna get the OLED or what?
No, because it was a joke because that's how long it's been since I've used it.
Oh, I'm like, I wouldn't be that shocked if you lost your Switch. If you're like, I don't know my Switch Lite, I don't know what I do with it. Maybe it's under my bed.
No, I know exactly where it is. It's in my little section with all my chargers. But
maybe you need a competitive game to get you into your Switch.
no, that's not why I bought it. I bought it for story games.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
So Kirby, here we come.
There you go.
And Bayonetta 3. I really wish I was good at Bayonetta. I own 1 and I'm stuck towards the end. I'm like locked because I keep dying and then now I don't even know what I was doing and I forget the mechanics and I don't really understand what's going on.
Yeah, the storytelling is not these games' strong suit.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's another giant angel thing. Why are we fighting?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm falling. I don't know why I'm falling and fighting. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
But the gameplay is fun. I'm just not good at that type of gameplay.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming you're excited because
I'm very excited.
And they're gonna have like these giant people battles.
Yeah, so I adore these games because they're fun, fast paced action, and I've played 1 and 2. I bought them again on the Switch, and they're just a lot of fun. The whole like kaiju battle looking things. This is kind of like so. A lot of people have been pointing out like this is kind of like what Scalebound was, which was another Platinum game.
Which was kind of rumored for a minute, wasn't it?
Well, it got canceled.
Yeah.
It was going to be on the Xbox, and then it was just canceled because of reasons. So it does look like people have been saying like, oh, it looks like they're bringing some of that stuff from Scalebound with the big monsters fighting each other, and you're kind of controlling them, and now they're bringing it into here, which is cool. Like, I'm glad that they're able to get that mechanic brought into something else, and it's not a waste.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm interested to see how it works because it's cool. It looks like it would be a lot of fun just beating the shit out of big monsters, you know.
And I like in the trailer. She's like, what did she say when she first pops up on screen? She's like, I'm late or something like that. It's like,
Looks like I'm fashionably late, and then looks at the camera, wink.
Yeah, bitch. You have been. We've only seen a logo.
So what's interesting is that this has a new voice actress.
What, really?
Compared to the first two games, and there's some speculation that this is because it's a different Bayonetta. So there's.
Are we future jumping and it's that girl from the first one?
So
That
it's
your
very
daughter?
possible because there's a lot of like the story. Once again, the storytelling is not the strongest suit, but apparently in the first game, when you get the small girl, her name's Cereza, when you put her back into her like where she was supposed to be, maybe timeline or universe or whatever, it creates like a parallel universe or an alternate timeline or whatever. So it's very possible that that's her, and it's because like a lot of people are saying that because she has the same hairstyle and glasses as Cereza.
She does look different.
Yeah, she looks different, and her the way she's fighting, like some of the things that she's done, like how she summoned a monster, is different from what she's
Yeah,
done. In the past.
like I don't know it that well, but I know the power up when like she uses her hair for that. I'm like, I was waiting for that, but it was like this is looks different. It was weird.
Yeah,
she
it
looks
does.
taller too. I don't know if that makes any
No,
sense.
like what's funny is that there's some parts in that trailer where you're fighting in a subway, and when you look at the stills, like the actual screenshots of that game, she looks comically smaller, like in that, or like the subway looks huge, and it makes sense because I mean, if you try to fight in a regular subway, you're not gonna be able to because they're small. So that's what happens with a lot of games. They kind of scale.
They blow everything up.
Yeah,
to
they
make
do
sense that
that.
you could do that.
Yeah, so I feel like that's why. But height wise, no, that's pretty standard for Bayonetta. Like she has always been a tall character.
Should I just like should I just start over on Bayonetta 1 and just play through it?
I say screw it, do it because they're so fun.
Because I'm so stuck, and I'm like, I think I need to relearn some of the mechanics.
Yeah,
It's just
admittedly, I felt like Bayonetta 1 is a much more punishing game. Like it's more difficult.
So should I play it easy so I can just get through it?
It'll probably make it more enjoyable for you.
Bayonetta 2 is always on sale, and I always want to buy it, but I'm like, I can't even beat Bayonetta 1. What am I doing?
Honestly, like I do like there have been arguments about Bayonetta 1 having the better fighting system, but I didn't really. I'm not too into that kind of thing to really know this. But character-wise, I like Bayonetta in the second game more as a character because in the first one she lost her memory, so she doesn't really know who she is or what's going on. In this one, in the second one, she's very much like, hey, I'm gonna kick some ass. And I'm gonna look like a badass doing it, and it's just like it's so good. Like I really enjoyed when she's just like in control and just doing what she does.
I think I might have to do it. It's sitting on my Switch right now. I might have to do it.
Do it.
We are definitely over because there's a lot going on, and I don't even know if we have video anymore. But I want to just say, I thank everybody. If you guys have stuck around, which is an hour in, I hope you did, but it's an hour in. I get it. Thank you for watching. If you guys can like, subscribe, leave any comments. If you guys have any questions for us. I don't know. Are you guys plugging your social media yet? Does anybody have social media? What's going on with social? I don't have any social media. We have an email and and we have a TikTok, but I haven't posted anything to it. And we're gonna have Instagram eventually. We're still working on all the details, and then you'll get announcements for when the videos are up, and then these guys, whenever they decide they're gonna plug their socials, so they could be. I don't know what you are when you do that. What are you? You're an actual podcaster? Does that mean you're a podcaster? If you have an Instagram and you're on a podcast and you're like, this is my podcast, link in the bio. I
mean, I am on a podcast at the moment, so maybe.
That's a weird thing.
Yeah.
We're going to have to figure that out. So thank you. Of course, we have Trey, Eric, me. We'll see you guys next week. Adios. Bye.
At the exact same time.